Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss about a new topic, that is transposons, also called as transposable genetic elements. Why genetic elements? Because they are the segments of DNA. Okay, so what is a transposon? In general, a DNA sequence which is able to insert itself at a new location in the genome without having any sequence relationship with the target locus. Initially, they were also called as jumping genes, okay, or insertion sequences, or transposons, or transposable genetic elements, because they are able to move from one location to another. They are able to insert themselves to a new location without having any genetic homology. So let us discuss in detail about transposons. So transposons or transposable elements, also represented by TE, were first discovered by Barbara McClintock while studying maize genetics, which is called as Zea mays, in 1948. She was also awarded Nobel Prize in Medicine in the year 1983 for the discovery of transposable genetic elements. She noticed that insertions, deletions and translocations are caused by these elements. Insertion type of mutation, deletion type of mutation, translocations are caused by these elements. Okay. And the changes in the genome are responsible for change in the color of the corn kernels. So this is Barbara McClintock showing, and there is another picture of maize showing colored spots, or you can say colored grains on the maize. Right. Now let us discuss about transposable elements. So what are transposable elements, or what are transposons? They are mobile genetic elements. What are they? They are mobile genetic elements capable of moving from one location to another. Okay, so they are mobile genetic elements of a chromosome that have the capacity to move from one location to another in the genome. So they can move from one location to another. So they are called as mobile genetic elements. Okay. These are normal and ubiquitous components of both prokaryotic and eukaryotic genomes. So they are found in both prokaryotic genomes as well as in eukaryotic genome. Okay. They are found in chromosomes, plasmids, etc. In prokaryote, the transposons transpose themselves from or to cell's chromosome or plasmid or a phage chromosome. Okay, so they can transpose themselves from one location to another, from a cell's chromosome, from a plasmid or from a phage chromosome. In eukaryotes, they transpose either to or from a same or a different chromosome. Okay, and the type of recombination that takes place with movement of transposon from one place to another place is non-homologous recombination. Okay, so they get duplicated, or they get inserted from one place to another by non-homologous recombination process. So transposable elements insert into DNA that have no sequence homology with the transposon. So without any sequence homology, they get transported, or you can say transposed from one location to another. Okay. There is transposition, change in position. Okay. That's why the name transposon. Transposable genetic elements cause genetic changes and make important contribution in the evolution of genetics of an organism, genome of an organism. They may be responsible for causing insertion or deletion type of mutation. At times they can be harmful also. Now, transposable genetic elements, there are two classes of transposable elements, or there are two mechanisms of movement of the transposable elements. In the first case, here the first type of transposon encode a protein. They produce a protein that move DNA directly to a new position, or replicate the DNA and integrate the replicated DNA elsewhere in the genome. That happens in both prokaryotes as well as in eukaryotes. So you can say there are two different mechanisms. The first is that the transposons produce a protein which is responsible or which help in moving DNA, that is a transposon, directly to a new position. Okay, the transposon lifts up or gets removed from original position and get transferred to another position. Okay, and second, the transposon replicates itself, produces a copy of itself, replicate the DNA, and the replicated DNA is integrated somewhere else in the genome. Okay, the second second type is retrotransposons. They are found only in eukaryotes. Retrotransposons encode reverse transcriptase enzyme. They make DNA copies of RNA transcript, and the DNA copies integrate at different sites. Okay, so they are retrotransposons. They are found only in eukaryotes. What happens in retrotransposons? They encode or they produce a protein called as reverse transcriptase. The reverse transcriptase makes DNA copies from RNA, and the DNA copy moves or integrates at different site. In bacteria or in prokaryotes, the first type of mechanism occurs. Okay, now there are two examples or two types of transposable genetic elements that are found in prokaryotes. Rather, we can say three. Number one, insertion sequence. In short, they are called as IS elements. Insertion sequence are the simplest type of transposons. They are called as IS elements. Second, TN, that is transposon proper. They are of two types, composite transposon and non-composite transposon. Let us first study insertion sequence or IS elements. Now, insertion sequence or IS elements are the simplest type of transposons or simplest transposable elements found in bacterial chromosome and plasmid. Okay, IS elements or insertion sequence have a gene. They possess a gene which encodes a protein called as transposase. Okay, so IS element have a gene that produce a protein or an enzyme named as transposase. This protein transposase is required for transposition. Okay, that means for transfer or movement of a transposon from one location to another. For that purpose, the transposase protein or enzyme is required, and that is produced by a gene present in IS element. Okay, the size may range from 768 base pairs to 5 kilo base pairs. The first IS element was identified in E. coli and it is named as IS1. Okay, found in Galactosoperon, having 768 base pairs. Okay, and it is present with 4 to 19 copies in the E. coli chromosome. That means the IS1 element is an insertion sequence. Okay, it replicates itself and gets inserted. The replicated copy gets inserted at a different position. So in this way, 4 to 19 copies of IS1 elements are found in E. coli chromosome. Okay, so and one more important point as far as IS elements are concerned. At the terminal position, at the end, at the right end as well as at the left end, the IS elements have inverted terminal repeat. They have inverted terminal repeat. They are called as IR or represented by ITR, means inverted terminal repeat. Okay, so a IS element is the simplest transposon. If you look at the structure, it will have a gene called as transposase gene which produces a protein called as transposase required for mobilization and insertion of transposon, which is required for transposition, right? And at the end of the IS element, at both the ends of the IS element, there are inverted terminal repeat. Okay, inverted terminal repeat, also represented by ITR or IR. So you can look at the picture or diagram of the simplest insertion sequence IS1. In the center, which is shown by a yellow color, this is a transposase gene. The transposase gene produces a protein called as transposase. This protein transposase is required for transposition of transposons, and at the right end as well as at the left end as well as at the right end there is ITR, inverted terminal repeat. If you look at the sequence shown here from 5 prime to 3 prime end, okay, and in the right one as well as in the left one, you can see inverted terminal repeat. Is that clear? So this is the simplest insertion sequence. Having, so if you just want to know, insertion sequence consists of a gene called as transposase gene, which encodes a protein called as transposase, okay, and at the end there are inverted terminal repeat, okay, at the end there are inverted terminal repeat. So transposase gene, and at the end there are inverted terminal repeat. So if I write it 1 2 3 4 5, minimum 9, okay, and inverted terminal repeat, so like this 1 2 3 4 5, like this. Is that clear? So it will have inverted terminal repeat, which is represented by ITR on both the sides, and in the center there is transposase gene. Okay, so that is about simplest insertion sequence. Now, what do these insertion sequence cause? They can disrupt the coding sequence or regulatory region. They can alter the expression of nearby genes. They can cause deletion and inversion in the adjacent DNA. They can result in crossing over. Okay, so insertion sequence can lead to this many type of changes. Right. How transposition of insertion sequence or IS element takes place? Transposition means what? What are transposon? Mobile genetic element. They carry themselves from one position to another. Now, how a insertion sequence carries itself from one position to another? It carries itself with the help of a protein called as transposase. Okay, so transposase protein is required. Right. Now, what happens here? That in the transposition of IS sequence, the original copy of the IS elements remain in place. That means the original IS element is copied, or you can say it is replicated, and a copy of the insertion sequence is made. Right. The original insertion sequence remains in its place. The copy of the insertion sequence is taken up by the transposase protein and inserted at some other site. So original copy remains in place. New copy inserts randomly. Transposition requires transposase enzyme coded by the IS element. Okay, otherwise the IS element uses host enzymes for replication. The transposition starts when transposase enzyme recognizes ITR. Okay, so when the transposase enzyme recognizes the inverted terminal repeat, transposition will start. The point or the site at which the transposon is integrated, okay, at one site it is originally present, from where it is duplicated, and the copy of the IS element is to be integrated at some other point. So the site where the insertion sequence is integrated is called as target site. The site at which the transposon or insertion sequence will be integrated newly is called as a target site. So what happens? First, staggered cuts are made in the DNA at target site. Okay, so at the target site, staggered cut means uneven. You can not blunt end, staggered, sticky, single stranded ends are generated. So staggered cuts are made in the DNA at the target site by the transposase enzyme. Then the IS elements is inserted in the site where cuts are made. Okay, at the target site first cuts are made, and when the DNA is cut, so at that position at the target site IS element will be inserted, and DNA polymerase will synthesize small new copies against the staggered DNA fragment, and ligase enzyme, polymerase and ligase will fill the gap and seal the gap. Okay, so transposase here behaves as a restriction enzyme. The transposase cut the DNA at target site. The insertion sequence is integrated at the target site, and with the help of DNA polymerase, new bases are synthesized, and with the help of enzyme ligase, the gaps are sealed. Okay. At the target site, when the transposase enzyme cut the DNA at target site, small direct repeats are generated. Okay, as a 5 base pair long small direct repeats are generated. Now you can see here a small, this is an IS element. Is that clear? So the yellow region is what? It is a transposase gene which will produce the protein transposase. Okay, at the end where orange color is shown, it is the inverted terminal repeat. You can see 5 prime to 3 prime and A, C, A, G, T, T, C, A, G. And look at the second strand from the right end from 5 prime to 3 prime, and you can read it A, C, A, G, T, T, C, A, G. Okay, so we call it inverted terminal repeat. Is that clear? Now, this whole insertion sequence, okay, this whole insertion sequence is to be integrated at some other site. The site at which the insertion sequence is integrated is called as target site. Okay, so at the target site, first, the transposase enzyme at the target site, that is this site, okay, the transposase enzyme will cut the DNA. We can see staggered cut. Okay, we have shown it by a line like this. It will be cut from here and here. Okay, one cut is given. You can see one cut is given at this point and another cut is given at this point. So because of this, single stranded DNA is created, right? So at the target site, the DNA is cut. You can see the blue colored region. Okay. If you read the region, it is TCGAT at one part, and on the other part, AGCTA. So 5 bases minimum. Is that clear? And in between the cut ends where the DNA is cut, the IS element is inserted. Is that clear? So here there was a gap was created by cutting with the transposase enzyme, and insertion sequence has been integrated here. Is that clear? Now staggered ends, these are the staggered ends, single stranded end. So this is blue color is host DNA. So new DNA is synthesized. Okay. So the new DNA is synthesized by the action of enzyme DNA polymerase. You can see against the blue colored host DNA, in the pink color we have shown new DNA has been synthesized. Which enzyme? By DNA polymerase action, and ligase will seal the gap. Is that clear? So this is how the insertion sequence is lifted up from one position and it is inserted at the target site by the action of enzyme transposase, right? This is how transposition of insertion sequence takes place. The other types of transposons are actually, okay, now we have studied insertion sequences, simplest type of transposons. Actually, now transposons are similar to IS elements, but they are structurally more complex. They are structurally more complex and carry additional genes. There are 2 types of transposons, composite transposons and non-composite transposons. Okay, that we will discuss in next lecture.